but you sound dead, and I don't blame you.
I'm so like I'm trying to sound upbeat right now, and I'm just like,
It's
I'm
like
so drained.
you should be. Okay,
Those
let's
games.
see if
I
we go
kept
through. There he
okay.
is.
Yeah, I've
Okay,
got some
so
things to say.
I'm gonna repeat that what I just said. First of all, both of you, thank you for playing, and holy shit, you guys have a lot of grit. I can't believe you played 5 macro
Wow.
games.
Five
Ooh.
macro games.
It's
That is
amazing.
hardcore, man.
Ooh. What?
Yeah, and now you see, look, this part where you're like super tired, you earned that. You earned that
You
tiredness.
earned it.
That is well deserved. So we won't waste your time too much here. We'll go ahead and start talking about the games. First one was on Overgrowth. Let's see. DeathRoW was able to pick this one up, and we'll just follow the pattern of whoever picked up the map. We'll start commenting on it first. So go ahead. If you don't remember, you can always pass it to the other person. I understand how it is when you're tired. It's fine.
So good.
This was a game I won, right?
Yes, it is.
It was like 25 minutes long. God, actually, I was very fresh for that game,
Nice.
but it was very mind straining because I opened up with like 6 Hellions, I think, and 4 Marines and a medevac.
Yep.
And I pressured him. I started putting pressure on his third just to get it down. I didn't want to kill it. I got a nice position with my Hellions, killing like most of his lings, which made me feel really good. And I was forcing out even more lings, which is basically killing drones. And yes, then I just perfect macro micro.
Yeah.
Like literally, I think I played really well in that game just because I could. My brain knew what the hell it was doing. Oh man, first 3 games I was fresh. Fourth game I don't know. I started losing it.
So yeah, probe from your angle.
Overgrowth. Getting bits and pieces. The biggest one was, of course, when my hotkeys decided to commit suicide. And so he was attacking me and pressuring me near between my second and my third, going up that ramp or whatever, somewhere around there. And I, trying to be the mechanically good player I am not, tried to look at the
Oh,
fight and then hit 3 on my keyboard, which is my Mutalisk hotkey, for those of you who don't do that. And I tried to send them back down
yeah.
to the left-hand side of the map, like above his main.
Mm-hmm.
Except only 2 Mutalisks were bound to 3.
Yeah, and then the rest of them hung
So,
out and got obliterated.
and I looked back, right?
So,
And I looked back for half a second, and my screen was above where the fight was happening, so I see like barely any Mutalisks, and I'm like, they moved.
oh,
And then I'm just like,
oh,
wait a minute, why is my 3 hotkey? Wait a minute. And then I'm like, oh fuck, and everything just died from there because I had invested, I don't know if you like look at the ratio. I had like 3 times as many Mutalisks as I did Ground Army. Like I put everything into Mutalisks. So when those died, it was game over right over there.
yeah,
I tried
pretty
to hang
much
on,
kind
but yeah,
of
from
spiraled
there it
out of
was game
control.
lost. Yep.
There was also a similar moment with a bunch of widow mines where a bunch of stuff died. That's something I
Oh my
remember.
God, yes. Oh, the Widow Mines. So the first game because I haven't played in 2 weeks, I played like 1 game yesterday, right? So I've not practiced in sending a little amount of Banelings, a little amount of Lings in different waves. I threw everything at once, and fucking Widow Mines. Widow Mines are such a punishing unit if you screw something up. And I lost shit tons of stuff. And then I didn't even kill them because I didn't have enough money for overseers every time I wanted to go make one. And like, fuck. It was bad. It was bad. Did you guys happen to get any of the kill counts on some of those Widow Mines that were like,
No, not on the widow mines.
No, we weren't. It was pretty
We
action packed. We didn't really check any of
we looked
those.
at the overall count. A lot of stuff died in general that game. Hundreds of marines, hundreds of lings, dozens
yeah,
of mutalisks. It's pretty. Doesn't sound as
yeah.
impressive when you put it that way,
There
but
was
you get the point.
there was one in that game actually. The Widow Mine went off and took out most of your Banelings. It was pretty impressive.
But that was actually not super common throughout the whole thing.
Yep.
Looks like invite call can't join. Well, he rejoined.
Is it working?
Yes.
Does it work? Okay. So did you guys
Yes.
start game 2 without me?
We have not gotten that yet.
Nope,
No.
nope.
Okay, so Probe, what did Probe say? What was his mindset? I want to hear this. I'm actually really curious.
Basically, I fucked
fucking
up.
dying.
All the Mutalisks died, and then the Widow Mines, I didn't have enough money for overseers, and never wanted to morph them, so the Widow Mines just stayed there and kept getting shots off, and it was terrible.
Chip,
That's
chip,
like
chip,
in a
chip,
nutshell.
chip, 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 chip. Then his hand got cut off. So.
It's like when you play the knife game, you put it between your fingers and all that.
And
It's just like, oh, just you miss, 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 and then
Stab.
eventually it's just
Hospital.
yeah,
Parents
hospital
being like, "What the
yard.
hell is wrong with you?"
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, pretty straightforward. Let's go to game number 2. And this was on Catalina. Probe, we were able to take this one. So start us off on game number 2.
How about DeathRoW do that? Because I can't remember
Okay.
a single thing about
Go
that game.
Go ahead.
Catalina. Oh yeah, I was really disappointed in myself. I got 3 Reapers when he had a late pool.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's
That was
it.
great.
This is what I wanted to
Yeah,
say.
Probe wanted
Okay,
to tell me all
okay,
about it. Okay, let me
this is what
finish,
happened.
Probe. Okay.
This is what happened. No, I'm taking over. Get out.
Oh no.
This is what happened in that game. I'm gonna go for my standard build, and I might throw in some life aggression, but I did this later in another game because this failed when I tried this game. Anyway, so I'm like, oh, let's do my normal build. You know, I'll get the 15 hatch down, the 16 pool, then I'll go for the third hatch, whatever. You know, get my 2 queens, and let's go get the third hatch. And I have 500 minerals, and where's my pool? And
Yeah.
and I was like, oh fuck. Right, so
Yeah.
like, do I take 2 hatches? Like, do I just like go hashtag YOLO and like put down like 5 pools, or like what do I do? And then of course I'm like, please don't show up with a Reaper. Please don't show up with a
Yep.
Reaper, and like a fucking Reaper, like 2
That-
Reapers and 3 Reapers, and it's just like fucking
That
goddamn
did
it.
confuse me because I remember you saying it's like that was not 2 hatch before a pool, and I'm like, it wasn't because it didn't happen the way it was supposed to, but it kind of
I'm like,
kind
the
of
casters
did. Like
will
it,
know.
It
it
kind
kind of
confused the living
kind-
hell out of me. Like,
it became that because I looked at the screen and I'm like, he started the third hatch in the pool at the same time. That doesn't happen that way. That's weird.
The casters will know.
But no, yeah, we didn't realize that because we were watching the Reaper come up there and seeing it
Oh
so
my God.
unbelievably undefended, and we
He
were like,
got
oh, this
so
is bad.
much damage done there. So
yeah,
much damage.
but I could have done
Crazy.
more, which is my fault.
Yeah, I picked up like about 6-ish probes and 6-ish drones. Sorry.
Yeah, you lost those Reapers with, I think you lost even another one in the bottom left of my base after the main action had gone down. That was not too great.
Yeah, no, it was sloppy by me. That game, I don't know what happened there.
Did
to
you
be
know I
honest.
had a third?
No, I knew it. I
Okay.
assumed it. I mean,
So I
Yeah.
was droning.
You're not
behind
going
the
without-
that.
you're not going without a third. I knew
Yeah, the
you
thing about the
well.
Reapers thing is the way it played out, because I didn't have a spawning pool, I just kept making drones. So
Yeah,
that was good.
it kind of evened out. Like it wasn't enough damage to really slow you down that much.
Nope.
Just,
What else happened that game? There were a lot
Well,
of
we went for a
banelings.
pretty macro game, and you had banelings for days. But I still think I held on pretty well
Oh,
until
the
I
turning
made
point.
until I made a couple micro mistakes, and that was game over.
I think one of the biggest turning points is when you lost some SCVs at your second base. I think that was where momentum just went in my favor and things started to get out of control.
is that a bunch of
No,
mutas?
I actually had too many SCVs,
Oh, ah,
Oh,
ironic.
and I had a fourth base. My main was mined out, and yeah, I mean, you basically took my natural amount of my nat's amount of SCVs to like perfect amount. I'm sorry, I'm tired. English is like my tongue just doesn't want to work.
Yeah, I can't actually remember too much more from this game either.
no, not really.
It was pretty
Plus, I can
uneventful.
imagine.
You guys went pretty much the same build every game, so it's kind of hard to tell them apart. really.
Well,
No,
well.
no, definitely not.
I'm ready to talk about the next game.
Zero. What are
The
you
next
talking
game
about?
was bad.
pretty close to the. Come on now.
Barracks Reaper
So
opening.
the only thing same about my build is you go, oh wait, actually, fuck that. They're exactly the same up to
Yeah.
like the 7-minute mark.
They are.
Yeah, mine. I changed it up. I had like 2 games where I went 3 Reapers.
Yeah, there was that.
Catalina.
I've
You
got
did-
3 variations
you
that work
modified
until
it,
the
too.
7-minute mark, so they look the same.
A little bit.
And yeah, I
Um,
went for 2 CC first. So, and then 1 game. I don't know what I did.
What was that? That was that Catalina. What?
I went
2
for
CC
2
first.
for 2 or 3 Reapers, and then 2 games with CC first, or 1 game with
Oh.
CC first, another game
Oh, yeah.
like pretty greedy. Anyways,
So-
3rd game.
I went what am I trying to say here? Game 3, because I want to. This game I gotta build
Swarmhouse.
off this now. Fucking Swarm Host. Okay, so what I wanted to do, my game plan for this game, is I was gonna go for a very lifestyle, low-tech aggression, where you get like 5 hatches on 3 base, and you pummel the crap out of him with Zerglings and Banelings. Except at some point, I got it into my head when I scouted a factory with the tech lab that he was going mech. So I was like, okay, well, this Baneling Zergling thing is going to work, especially because he did a lot of damage with his earlier Hellions. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to get enough surplus. The timing attack's ruined, that stuff. So I was like, okay, let's just transition to Swarm Host. I mean, he just lost a lot of Hellions. It's not like he's going to be able to do much. So got a couple Mutalisks just to keep him on the back foot. Got Swarm Host. Suddenly, Marines. What? And then I tried to go for a weird mixture in which I didn't have hotkeys for Banelings, didn't have hotkeys for Zerglings, and I barely had hotkeys for Swarm Host, because my Swarm Host key is the same as my Muta key.
Caps lock.
Yeah. No, no, actually Mutalisks I used 3 for, not Caps Lock, but it was
Oh,
bad. That game, I don't know
sure.
what
I
happened. That was
believe
like
you.
Mutalisks, Swarm Host, Banelings, what am I doing? And you totally used mobility to kill me
Yeah.
hard.
Yep.
Just
Third
trapped you.
game, I was definitely on my game because I was feeling very confident, and I don't know. I started thinking after because I think right before that I threw cold water on my face, and that really woke me up.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, cold water for the win. Not lying, like no bullshit.
No,
This is extremely where I was starting to feel the pressure though, because as TVZ, Zerg is not favored on Inferno pools, and now that you had a 2-1 lead, I was really expecting some sort of cheese.
Yeah,
So
I was thinking of it too, but I knew you would be expecting it. So that's why I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna play macro. I know he's gonna expect cheese. You know,
Mhm.
keep it safe.
it didn't
Keep it
matter though
simple
because
and
I didn't
safe.
change my build.
I
I was
think
just like,
Either way, you have a pretty safe build. I know your
I think
build. You go hatch first in like 16 pool, and then you get your third hatch fairly early, and you go for upgrades and Baneling nest
there
pretty early.
was one key element that did happen there. Is I think on this particular map you want command center first, if I remember right.
On Vani, no,
I
I
mean on
went
Inferno pools.
on Inferno. I
And he
always
went
skip
for
into
the gold.
Inferno.
He went for a gold third, and the weird result of this was like you kind of ended up in the same place. It was odd. You both ended up taking the golds, and then
yeah, I was terrified. I'm
proceeding from there.
always terrified that
Inferno,
the
I just
Terran's gonna
lose.
spawn beside me.
I lost it there, to be honest. I'm just like, oh, what am I doing? Because I made like micro
Yeah,
mistakes with my Hellions.
Oh my
Um,
god, that sucked for you. I felt bad for you when I was killing those.
yeah, and then I realized what I was doing, and then I'm like, oh fuck, the game's basically over just because I don't have any map control.
oh, yep.
And especially on Inferno, like I hear nothing but bad stuff about this map, just because like Terran, you need map control on that map, otherwise you're screwed.
Well, yeah, but it's the same for Zerg, really. If you don't have map control, you're pretty screwed for Zerg because it means you can't safely take a third. Because both thirds, if you think about it, first of all, if someone has map control, they can even sit on the high ground and avoid queens. And for the other one, it's like miles away.
Yep.
So
You
So
buddy.
I like the map though. I don't know, it's weird. I
it's
like it.
aesthetically cool,
Yeah.
at the very least.
Yeah. Oh man. Vonnie was painful, man. One micro mistake. That's what cost me. I mean, I was tired, and my micro was slower than usual. I knew everything was slower.
Didn't you win,
Also,
Bonnie?
another. No. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah.
Oh, Expedition lost. Oh my. Yeah.
Expedition Lost was
Expedition
like the
lost.
last map.
Yeah. Anyways, let's go back to Vonnie because we didn't finish that actually.
Back
I
to
think. Oh no, we were talking about how I like Command Center first. My mistake. So actually, I went 12 racks, but no gas. I went 15 CC, and then this is basically I'm telling you my build right now. Any Terrans in the Twitch chat can probably copy this, but I go 12 racks, 15 CC, 20 third CC, and then I get my factory. Or no, I go double gas at 22, and then I get my factory, and then I get my second factory, and casters know how it went. And I got blue flame, and then it's basically it's a bomber build, but my own variation of it.
Those
Mhm.
Hellions, man.
Yeah, those Hellions. I knew they were so cost effective because I immediately took out like 10 drones, 8 drones or something with the Hellions. Then your Lynx came in, and it was just money, money, money from there with the Hellions.
It's pretty good, yeah. The Hellions.
And then I
Expedition
lost
loss made
them.
me sad.
Made me sad, dude. Are you kidding me? One micro mistake. I walked my Marines into your Banelings.
I'm always
That was-
really, really scared on that map because I feel like that small little ramp can just be the death of everybody,
Yeah,
like in your
exactly.
main.
It
And
was
like the
definitely.
third, you could poke at the third. If you were a Protoss,
Mhm.
that third, man, that third, those early zealots, like I don't even have the DPS to deal with it. I mean, either I make tons of Zerglings, in which case you can just be like, nope, and like recall out or whatever, or I don't make tons of Zerglings, and either way I lose. So my hand
Yeah,
gesture says it all.
I think
You
most
can't
of the
see
new
it,
maps
but
were weird. Although I
I like
really do
them.
like I like Vani. I'm okay with Vani, but the other three eh. Expedition
Yep,
Lost is weird. Secret Spring also weird.
that was a really close series though. Like that was good.
Yeah, very
Um,
even. You guys were pretty back and forth both games, or both games, all games.
thank
But
We're
you,
all a little bit
thank you very
tired.
much, Zero.
yeah, definitely. No,
Yeah,
well
no,
played. No, I'm serious. You guys,
I've
yeah,
been working all day. I mean, god damn.
pretty hardcore.
Yeah, Cobra, I was waiting for that. Cobra's like, I love any research station.
Yeah, I like it too, Covert. Don't worry about it.
Covert is just an excited, happy
I think
person in
I
general.
think I'm gonna watch a VOD. I think I'm just gonna watch a VOD and like see what I can improve on.
Yeah, you
Because
should do
Probe was
that.
like the
I
first
don't.
time in Zerg.
I don't know. Well, you could look at those last two games, but it was pretty obvious from our perspective that it was just a lot of like your focus kind of dropping off. So I mean,
Oh yeah, no,
but
definitely.
definitely look though at the first three because there was a couple things, but
I
I
don't know
mean
about the
you
third
did
game
well.
because that third game was like two check tech options with no hotkeys for any units whatsoever. I think it's
Well,
just the first
there's
two that were legit.
but
Yeah, but that game I like Vani because it's very you can abuse the natural
Yeah.
because I knew your meters were out and your army and your swarm host and everything was at your third and fourth, and I just dropped your natural. So
Yeah.
but yeah, there it was pretty good and a fantastic way to end the weekend. Actually,
Yeah, it's
it
very
was
good.
a really nice match.
Hard fought.
Also appreciate that it actually went to 5 games rather than Dave Sprite bait and switched me by sending me 5 games, 2 of which were extras.
To bait
But
and switch. Yeah.
that did happen. But in any case, thanks a ton for playing, guys. And I think we're more or less done, so we can wrap it up here.
Yep, pretty much
Yep.
wrap up. Mm-hmm.
all right, thank you guys for casting it.
Yeah, no.
I appreciate it,
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys, for playing it.
even
Very
though
good.
I was very tired. Pro, thank you for being such a bad-mannered opponent, especially in the last game.
Wow, the BM's real.
Especially in that last match.
I was just joking around, man. It's all good.
You insulted me. I don't know. I wasn't thinking straight. I'm like, wait, does this guy actually hate me? Oh
No,
god.
No, I'm just joking around with you.
Might as
Uh,
well quit
if I
StarCraft.
was really hating you, I would be like, you're a funny looking bird, and end it there.
What the hell? Probe,
Yeah.
something's wrong with you. Uh,
I need sleep. Like, shh.
All right.
Shh.
All right. Yeah, stick around for a quick second after the stream is done, and then we can get going.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.